Welcome to India! We are in a city of 4 million inhabitants and cultural center of North India. It's one of the 72 districts of Uttar Pradesh and it counts 1,329 small villages. This is the city of the sacred river Ganga, the most polluted in the world. It's overcrowded and it has a lot of traffic. Everything is brought to the extreme. Spices, flavors, smells, perfumes. The coexistence between life and death in this city is something unique. This is Varanasi. Where do you start?
मार डालूंगी तुझे आज जो तूने उसकी पकड़ी कलाई मार डालूंगी तुझे आज जो तूने उसकी पकड़ी कलाई तोहे कर दूंगी बर्बाद जो तूने उसे आंखों मिलाई मार डालूंगी तुझे आज जो तूने उसकी पकड़ी कलाई.
Indian cuisine is very rich in flavors and depending on the region can be really different. For example, the north of India uses more coriander and onion and is not as spicy as the south. Here in Varanasi, more than 5 million samosas are fried every day. In this city, over 3.5 million thali dishes are served every day. Let's go to take one. So, what we ordered was something special and typical, and the owner said us it was better to order a thali. That is a set basically, and it's made from some rice and some butter chapatis, or you can also have some naan if you want, and then you can have some papat that is crunchy, tasty. This is a special sauce with some tofu inside. It's really super spicy and it's delicious. The second one is made of potatoes, some onions and garlic. And the third one is basically curry with parsley, a little bit spicy. You can see some parsley seeds and a little bit of onion. India is one of the main countries that uses and produces powders and spices. This is the main street here in Varanasi that sells spices. So let's go to discover how they produce them and what for those spices are used. That the 70% of spices that are spread in the world, 90% in the world come from India. That's crazy.
Fruits like cinnamon, like cardamom, green, and mace, nutmeg. All the spices come from Kerala.
So basically it's an agricultural place, right?
Yes.
All right.
Very smell.
Oh my
very
God.
Hard smell.
Yeah, but it's
Very little.
A little
very
bit.
little quantity in our.
wow. Where do you put this? Wow. Where do you put this? Like in dishes normally? It's like grilled it or does it melt? Fries.
Fried.
Wow.
Just before all the items, we fry.
In the oil, so the oil smells good and the vegetables are it's really awesome.
This garam masala we make, and this is
Oh
for
my God.
vegetarian foods and non-vegetarian foods both.
I can feel a little bit of cinnamon,
Yeah. Very nice.
like pepper, a bit of pepper, and
Cloves.
yeah, is there in some turmeric or something? No? Oh wow, do you use it also in tea? This powder in the tea, in the chai?
Yes.
Yeah, really nice perfume.
Very
Thank you. what a banana lassi looks like. It's really sweet and tasteful, and you have to try it. Delicious. Something very special about this city are the ghats, and they are even more unique because of their position across the banks of the river Ganges. In here, a lot of people has yoga classes or just meditates or relaxes, or you can see a lot of things going on here, like people washing their clothes or even dry them on the ghats. And then there's a lot of people just bathing in the sacred river Ganges. Might sound a bit strange or conflicting that daily life scenes take place in the Ganges, that is the death river, and it's quite strange also the fact that those two things coexist together in this kind of strange way. This city is not only special because of its burning pyres 24/7, but also because of the eternal fire that has been burning in the Manikarnika Ghat for some 3000 years. It's believed anyone who dies in Varanasi breaks the circle of death and rebirth. Therefore, elderly people come in this city to spend their last years along the Ghats, waiting for death to come. Varanasi counts nearly 100 ghats, with stairs going down directly into the river Ganga. Among the most significant ones, the Manikarnika Ghat and the Harishchandra Ghat, known also as electric crematory, usually chosen from the most poor ones, the ones that can't really afford the very expensive traditional cremation. As you might see, every Hindu's wish is to be cleansed in the holy waters and to be cremated at the burning ghats with the sacred eternal fire. Then, have finally their ashes tossed in the sacred waters of the river Ganga. This allows the soul to proceed directly to the moksha or nirvana without having to deal with karma and reincarnations. It's believed anyone who dies in Varanasi breaks the circle of death and rebirth. When you get in these cremation areas, you'll see piles of firewood imported at great expense from the southern of India. Because, as you might know, for a cremation, 360 kilograms of wood are needed. Depending on the families, if they can afford precious qualities of wood, then they can buy sandalwood, that also helps with the smells of burning corpses. If not, they'll just buy ordinary woods and then just use sandalwood to cover a bit of the smell. The cremation is about 3 hours, then the body parts that are difficult to burn or resist the cremation are transported in the river Ganges. As ceremonies take place all day long, columns of grey smoke spirals come up from the steps of the ghats, making it visible from far away. The ritual of cremation consists in several phases. The body is carried near the Ganges, wrapped in gold and orange cloth or white muslin, then transported down to the river. During the day you can assist up to 300 cremations and watch several piles of burning funeral pyres on different landings. After that, the naked body is immersed in the Ganges and handfuls of the holy water are given to the dead and also to themselves as part of the ritual cleansing. At the same time, some workers stacked firewood in neat piles, then lay the body on top of it, then stack some more wood in orderly rows. At this point, a male member of the deceased family, usually the son, starts to recite a prayer while making 5 times a circle around the pyre, because it's believed this would connect the soul with the 5 natural elements. Women are allowed to take part in the ceremony, but at one condition: no cries or sobbing, because this would probably harm the ascendancy of the soul to the nirvana. In fact, peace in such a ceremony is important, because the transfer must be pure, not sad or painful. Soon after, you might see a worker from the temple bringing down the eternal sacred fire that had burned in the temple for centuries, and lit the wood with it. Something curious about Hindus is that not everyone is cremated at the Ganges Ghats. In fact, leproses, children under the age of 5, sadhus known as holy men, pregnant women, and unwed ones are considered to be pure and do not need to be cleansed by the sacred fire, so they are simply set adrift on the Ganges River. The journey has come to an end, and I can finally understand why people say that the heart of India is represented by Varanasi, because in this city you can really find all the extreme force that perfectly embody the Indian spirit. So if you have the chance or the opportunity to come in India and visit it, you have to come to Varanasi, definitely, and you won't regret it.